house has grass and that one doesn't. Like, I don't get it. But I'm gonna choose this one because I think it's furthest from the street. And I want to be away from the street. I want to be further into the, residential part. Tap on the person whose fashion style most closely resembles your own. Usually I'm pretty casual, like leggings and like a sweatshirt or sweater or something. I don't know. I think she's wearing jeans, but I wouldn't wear like a giant sweater like her. I don't know. So I'm gonna choose her. You're going on a quest, and a wizard tells you to pick one of these keys. It will help you later in your journey. Which key do you pick? Well, this looks like the most, wizardish type of key. The other ones just look like regular keys, so are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative works. You're not interested. Okay, I disagree, because I am interested in discussing creative works. Like, I don't want to discuss like old literature or something like that, you know, but other things, yes, if that made any sense. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. That's kind of hard right now. I mean, I like to use both, truthfully. But if I had to use one or the other, then I'm using my head. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. I would say, I mean, I'm not just gonna have no plan whatsoever for a day. Even if part of my plan is like taking a nap, it's still part of the plan, you know. So I'm gonna say, just do what you feel like. You prefer it. No, disagree. Like, I pretty much always eat lunch around the same time, always eat dinner around the same time. Like, actually, I do have a bit of a routine, actually, for every day, even a day that has nothing going on. Like, I have coffee when I wake up, and then I have coffee again at 2. Okay. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. I don't worry about it. I could tell if I made a good impression, usually. Like, who am I trying to impress, though? Seriously. If they don't like me, then to hell with them, you know? To heck with them. Sorry. You rarely worry. Agree. You enjoy participating in group activities. No. What is a group activity? Like a sport? No. What else? I don't know of any group activities that are offered to me right now. Like a book club? No. I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind if there was something, you know, interesting to do with the group, but I'm gonna say no. This one over here. Okay. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. I wouldn't say that that's an important aspect. Like, the end is the end, you know what I mean? So, you have to get through the whole rest of it before you get to the end, and that has to be good. It's not so much important what happens at the end, you know? But I'm gonna say this one in the middle. I don't really care. But when I don't know when the ending is left up to me, I always Google it, you know, to see what it's supposed to mean at the end. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Well, kind of. Because right now I'm more happy if my kids can, you know, accomplish things than myself. So I'll choose this one. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. No. No. Choose this one here. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Yes. Agree. I am a bit of a pessimist. You avoid leadership in roles in groups. Yes, I do not want to be the leader of anything. They made me be class mother when my kids were in nursery school, and I was not happy. Avoid leadership. You avoid leadership, agree. Yeah, like one day I showed up to drop off my kids, and the teacher was like, I was gonna ask everybody, you know, who wanted to be class mother, but since you're the only one here, do you want to be I make videos, so I get attention, but I don't like drawing attention to myself. Why isn't it moving? Okay. Your mood can change very quickly. No, not really. I'm not moody. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. No, I don't really lose patience. I might notice that they're not efficient, but I'm gonna say this. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. No, I'd never do that. That has never been my thing. I think, like, if you wait till the last moment, that's just gonna make you so stressed. I'm trying to avoid stress. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. No, I am not fascinated with it. I don't like to think about it, okay? Because I really don't know what happens, and I have a few ideas that don't seem nice. So I am going to say I am not fascinated by it. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. No, I love being alone. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. No, I love when the discussion gets theoretical. I'm bored, disagree. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. You find it easy, yes. But that was my profession, so, I was a social worker and a therapist, so I was very good at empathizing. I'm not trying to, toot my own horn or whatever, but I'm just saying I can put myself in other people's place pretty easily. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. No, we usually postpone. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. No, I might second guess. Rarely. I'll go with this one. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. No, not really. I would want a peaceful time at home. Sitting on the couch or laying in my bed, watching TV or eating. Lots of eating. Fast food emotions control you more than you control them. So in other words, am I in control of my emotions? It's hard to say, like if something really upsets me, it's hard to control. Like if I was gonna have to cry about something, then it would be hard not to. But I think I'm in some control of my emotions. Like I don't burst out in anger or anything. Your emotions control you. No, so I disagree. You take great care not to make people look bad even when it is completely their fault. Like if someone did something wrong, why am I gonna be so careful to protect them? Like it depends on what they did. But I'll go with this. Because for the most part, I guess you don't want people to feel bad about little mistakes. But I mean, like if someone killed somebody, then I'm not gonna worry about their feelings, right? Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. No, I don't have spontaneous bursts of energy. So disagree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. No. Wait, disagree. I'm making my sound like I'm perfect, right? Like my life is perfect. Believe me, it's not, okay? You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Not really. Like it's good to work with other people, other co-workers, not just to sit by yourself. I wouldn't mind doing my own work, but having other people around me, You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time? No. I mean, I don't think it's going to do anything. You're not going to, produce anything of value. But if it's interesting for you to think about it, then why is that a waste of time? Any more than reading a book or watching a TV show. So I think it's not a waste if you want to do it. You believe a waste of time? No. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places? No. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. I mean, you can't tell for sure, so I'll choose that. You often feel overwhelmed. Not really often. Sometimes. I'll choose that. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. When it comes to putting something together or a recipe, I might skip steps if I don't think they're necessary. Like I don't read the instructions on something that's easy, I just try to do it. So I'm gonna say disagree. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Yes, for sure. I don't have to think about that. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. No, I don't think so. I mean, this really, you have to